I used to have skinny arms, and I wasn't even close to being considered a big guy. Fast forward to now, and my arms are the biggest that they've ever been. I'm gonna show you how to finally start making progress with your arms fast. These little changes made a dramatic difference in my physique and my overall arm size. And today, I'm gonna show you guys what to do. All right, let's cut the fluff, okay? You're here because you finally want to make those little noodles bigger, yeah? All right, well, maybe you don't have spaghetti noodles for arms. Maybe you've got some macaroni noodles. They're a little thicker, but you want to make them into some penne. I don't know. But these tips are going to make those things nice and juicy. All right, let's start with number one. All right, you want to be going slow on your eccentric movements. If you're like, stop, Trent, what the heck? What does eccentric mean? If you don't know anything of what I just said and that didn't make sense, well then, it may be worse than I thought. I'm just kidding. All it means is this. With every movement, there are three different parts of the contraction, all right? There's the isometric, concentric, and the eccentric. The isometric part of the movement is, I'm just gonna use a curl, for example. Isometric part is your arm is flexed. You feel your bicep flexed up here, but it is straight. But you can still feel that contraction. That is isometric. You are not moving, you are still. Let's move on to the concentric movement. That is the part when you curl the bar or your dumbbell up. At the very top, when you get to the peak of your bicep, when you curl it all the way up, that is the concentric part of the movement, when you're going from down to up. The eccentric part of the movement is when you're going from flex position down to the unflexed position. A lot of people forget that the eccentric part is probably one of the most important parts of the movement, because y'all are too busy ego lifting back there. Now, I'm no stranger to ego lifting, okay? I've done my fair share of ego lifting. We all are guilty. It's been shown that on average, eccentric contraction focused training has been shown to have greater increases in muscle hypertrophy than other forms of training. Plus, you're like 40% stronger on your eccentric contraction than your concentric contraction. So come on. Now, don't take this as concentric training and isometric training doesn't do anything for you, because it does. Those are very important. I am just saying that next time you do your curls, just when you're going up, go a little slow on the down part. Maybe take like 3 seconds to get down to the bottom rather than doing it in half a second and then putting them all back up. Now, if you have a hard time differentiating between concentric and eccentric and isometric, remembering all those, remember iso, staying still, just locking in. The easiest way to tell the difference between concentric and eccentric contractions is take your bicep, for example. When you start to flex it, what are you doing? You're going up. So whatever part you're starting to flex, when you start the flex from being relaxed, that's your concentric. Same, you can do it with any other part. Same with your tricep. When you're like standing still, you go to flex your tricep, that's the concentric part of the movement, because you're starting to flex it from relaxed position. Now, the easiest way to tell if it's an eccentric is when you're flexing it and then you go to relax. That's the eccentric part. So when on any movement, the start of it is usually the concentric and the end of that movement is usually the eccentric part. Now, number two is training. How often are you training your arms? If you're only training your arms once a week, then your arms aren't gonna grow. If your arms are a part of your body that tend to grow the slowest, then I would try and put more focus on maybe having an arm day. Or when you're doing like chest and you want to do triceps, make sure to put a lot of emphasis on triceps. You know, usually when you go through a whole chest day, it's really hard to hit triceps after and be able to actually hit them very well, because they're already going to be tired from you having to do your chest movements. I try to have an arm day where I'm doing arms and shoulders. Now, I try to do it twice a week because my arms needed to grow, so I hit them twice a week. It all depends on how your body is. And last but certainly not least, guys, for how to get your arms bigger is just pure volume, okay? Adding volume to your arm workouts, all right? You need to get a lot of repetitions in. You need to have a lot of reps in, and you need to get a lot of sets in with different variations of working out your arms, your biceps and your triceps. Your shoulders also play a huge part in making your arms look bigger. Today, we're just gonna be doing just your arms. What I mean by volume is you need to increase the volume that you are doing in your arm workouts, all right? So a lot of people that are working out their biceps, for example, you know, they will either do one of two things. They will go way too heavy, so they're not getting a lot of reps in, they're getting too tired too fast, or they're going too light and they're not actually working out their arm till failure, and they're just like kind of just working it out and then stop until they feel like it. When you're doing any type of arm workout, you want to aim for anywhere between, I'd say, 3 to 4 working sets per exercise, and you need to be doing around 6 to 12 reps. And what I mean by around 6 to 12 is within that 6 to 12 range, you want to be completely going to failure. So you want to be at, let's say you're doing curls and you get to 9 and like you barely get that one up, go for 10. And if you can't get that up, then that means good, you went to failure. And do that 3 to 4 times for that one exercise. And then you're going to want to do another exercise. I'd probably do at least 5 or 6 different exercises for each part of your arm. So I do 5 different exercises for my biceps, 5 to 6. I do 5 to 6 different exercises for my triceps and forearms. I don't really train forearms because I don't have to. Genetically, my forearms just kind of grow with the rest of my arm. But purely it's in the amount of volume that you guys are needing to do. So just adding more volume to your workouts is going to increase your arm size. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. If you thought that this was helpful, go ahead and obliterate the like button. Make it that wish that you never even knew what the like button was. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already and you want to see more content like this. I'm going to be posting more videos with me doing kind of vlog style and also informational type videos as well. So go ahead, and if you want to see more of that stuff and you want to be able to enjoy it, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting a lot more on Instagram as well. I'll have my Instagram linked in the description. You guys can follow that, my TikTok, all that kind of stuff. The next video is going to be chest workout that you can do with dumbbells and free weights. So if you don't have access to a gym, you can go ahead and be doing these at home. All right, see you guys in the next one.